What's going on YouTube? Back with another video. Today I got a 1v1 build. I don't think I dropped a ones build yet. I really don't play ones like that this year, but if you want a pure ISO or 1v1 build to run in stage or in theater, it's gonna be a good one. It's not nothing with like cheese, just a pretty all-around overall 1v1 build. We're not exposing strong handles or post work or no cheese, just straight good ones build, just with ethical hoops, we'll call it. But yeah, getting into the verse of the day, from 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 54. When the perishable has been clothed with the imperishable and the mortal with immortality, then the saying that is written will come true: death has been swallowed up in victory. So to keep it real short, you got to put your faith in Jesus Christ, because he already beat death. Today, as I'm recording this, I don't know when this video is dropping, probably a week after, but it's towards the end of Holy Week. Is Silent Saturday, so just want to say that as you, or as I reflect today, you know, you understand what Jesus did for all of us, and we understand that we got to put our faith in Jesus Christ because he already beat death. Well, that's not the only reason, but he already beat death, and he rose, he died, he was buried, came back, and death doesn't have a hold on us because of what Jesus did, you know. So whether it's you or a family member of yours, a friend, if you want to live for eternity and see them live for eternity as well, the only way is to put your faith in Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life. And if you put your faith in Jesus Christ and tell your loved ones the same thing, then we can all live for eternity with Jesus as well. So to get into the video, we're gonna go with a point guard. I wanted to make a taller build just in case you have to run into somebody who is posting up or something. You kind of want like a taller build, I guess you can say. So we're gonna go 6'7". We're gonna go a little lighter, so you're gonna get back down if that person is posting up, but it is what it is. We're gonna put our hope somewhere else in getting blocks and stuff, but we're gonna go 7-foot wingspan. So the first thing I wanted to focus on was perimeter defense. So I want a high perimeter for on-ball menace, and I have 15 cap breakers, so this is gonna be a 15 cap breaker build. Perim, we're gonna put it at an 86, and then we're gonna put +5 cap breakers on it to get it to a 91. That's gonna give us on ball, on gold. So that's gonna give you a lot of body ups. You're gonna be able to play some pretty good defense. Then steal, I'll put this at an 85. That's gonna give us, honestly, 85 is perfectly fine. I would say you don't need interceptor, so you could probably bring it down lower, but 85 gives you some pretty good plucks as well. So I feel like the 85 is the sweet spot. And just in case you do want to use this build somewhere else, you kind of can, but he's mainly used for ones. So I will go with the 85 for that. Then interior, we don't want to get back down, and we want to be able to play some type of defense down low. So we're going to put this at an 84. And then block, we're going to put this at a 78, and putting that at a 78 is going to give us high flying on silver. So just in case you do get beat, you can get some type of chase down animations. So you're gonna get some better ones. So that's all of our defense. We can play pretty good perimeter, pretty good on the interior. We can get steals and we can get some blocks. Obviously you can't rely on blocks this year. It's not that good. And steals are, if you can read somebody's moves, you can kind of get a lot of good bump steals and some good plucks. So steal at an 85 is pretty solid. And then cap breaker here, you're gonna be strapping. So defense, we're not worried about. And then to finish off defense, I would prefer to put rebound up just in case you play a taller build that's just outboarding you. And then even offensive too. Offensive rebound doesn't cost a lot. It's only going up right now because of close shot, but I put it at a 70. So just in case you do drive and then you miss like a layup, you can get your offensive board back. You're not just jumping at nothing. So offensive rebound, even in ones, does come in clutch. So I would say put your offensive up as well. Then vert, we don't need it too high, but we do need some so we can get those blocks and rebounds and even dunks. So I put it at an 80. Try to get it higher, but I really couldn't. Strength, we're gonna max out at a 74. You don't really get too much. I do want a higher post lockdown, but we're not gonna get it because I prefer having speed and agility. So speed and agility, we're both gonna leave at an 85. And then we might just put slice takeover on to get faster. But since it's ones, you really might not need to. You can put it where you feel you lack most at with the build. So if it's like you need to shoot better, then you can put your takeover on something that gives you better shooting. So something like that. But getting into the offensive side, ball handle, we're gonna put it at 80. We're gonna put it at an 80, and then we're gonna +5 cap breaker it, and that's gonna give us T max sig size up, and pretty much every other dribble move that you need with the taller build. So 85 is perfectly fine. You don't need nothing higher, nothing less. If you want to go minimum, I will say 81, max 85. Honestly, only 81 or 85, but speed with ball, we're gonna max that out at an 83. I really want to do the 86, but you can't get that at 6'7", no matter how light your weight is. I'm not a fan of that, but it is what it is. Might max +1 that, but that's up to you. 3 ball, we're gonna put at a 75. I know that sounds low, but our midi is gonna be at an 86, and then we're gonna +5 that to get it to the 91. So yeah, it maxes out at 91. So you don't get Deadeye Gold at the 92 because we have a higher wingspan, but it's perfectly fine. You don't really need the shooting badges like that. In ones, I would say, like Deadeye, it's not something to sacrifice the extra inch on your wingspan for, because that's going to bring down a lot of other things, and you're not going to get as many steals. And even with a higher wingspan, you still shoot better because technically your release point on your jump shot's higher. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine at a 91. You can max +1 whatever you want. You get gold set shot, which is pretty much the most important shooting badge, so you're perfectly fine with that. And then driving, we're gonna get silver poster at an 87. And I'm missing something per usual. Honestly, I don't think I am. I think this is the main thing about the build that I was trying to do, but what I was changing kind of brought things up and down. So with this little last bit we got, honestly, let's see what costs nothing. Can we get this 84? No, we can't get that right now. We only max that out at 82. Honestly, I would just put speed up. Let's go with Jill. Put a Jill. Oh, speed costs less, so let's do 2 speed, and let's just finish off our post control. So this is the build for ones. You get some really good, you can dribble, you can shoot, you can dunk, you can play defense, you can board, you can move. Honestly, you can bring this build somewhere else too. The only problem is low pass sack. This build is probably good for 2s too. If you was playing 2s like competitively, I would say only thing is speed and the Jill might be a little too low playing against like Dexters, but you can put on, in that instance, you can put on slice takeover so you get speed and a Jill. But can I get rid of, oh yeah, I can. Okay, cool. So like I'm saying, if you're playing bad defense and you need more body ups, put this on. Or I would say pass, because you get steal and agility, but you still get vice. You get the stone wall, like, so you get more body ups. The ball handlers are going to pick the ball up more. So just stuff like that with your takeover. Just use your takeover on what you feel like you lack most. So midi maestro if you're trying to shoot more midi fades and all that, midi maestro. If you need more steals, this one's really not the best takeover like perk, but it is what it is. You can just put your takeover on whatever you feel you lack, so just do that. And then yeah, so you get some pretty good badges. So that's pretty much the whole build. You can see the shades right here: Nate McMillan, Anthony Black, KPJ, and it's pretty solid shades, especially for ones. He comes out to a switchable lock, and then when you put him up here, you can see you don't need pass style, but you can get Zion or whatever you prefer, but Zion's probably going to be your best bet. You can get Zion, you can get T-Mac wherever he's at. Well, you can't now until you put your cap breakers on. But yeah, I can't go through everything because you're putting cap breakers on there. But yeah, you get pretty much all you need with the build to score. And it's no cheese, but you can score pretty well with this build. So that's pretty much the ones build. And if you guys want any more builds, just let me know, drop it down in the comments, and let me know what you think about this build too, what you would change and what you think is good about it, so we can chat in the comments, see, and help each other out at the end of the day, because that's what it's all about. But until then, I'll catch you on the next one.